Okay, good morning everybody. Welcome to the live room summary on 3rd of March, Tuesday. Hope everyone is well. Let's have a little look at what happened today. It was a tough day. I didn't trade this morning. Good calls in gold and dollar CAD and dollar yen. Again, I'm going to go through those three trades specifically. For me, it was just about I didn't quite feel comfortable at the time with what was going on in sterling, and I base my morning opens generally around sterling and obviously the euro, and dollar CAD, dollar yen, gold are probably three currencies I don't trade a huge amounts. Sorry, not gold being a currency, but three markets I trade a huge amounts. But they were definitely the best setups. I was really concentrating on trying to get a feel for this sterling. So let's just start as we always do with dollar yen. Dollar yen just had a good little triangle breakout. It's held 97 from yesterday. Nice little technical setup on the hourly chart and broke out. If I go to the 15-minute chart, it's just technically broken up. 60-minute 20 crossing up through golden cross. 60-minute 50 breakout 60 level. So we started going long at 60, and we looked at sterling yen at the time, getting a feel for the yen market. A lot of bad yen figures coming out and things. We were a little bit hesitant. I think we actually overexposed ourselves in the dollar yen, which made us a little bit more jumpy than usual. And that's the problem. If you're relaxed in your comfort zone and you manage your positions well, there's no panic on this trade, is there? You're in at 60, stop loss at 40, 20 pips. What's 20 pips in the big wide world? It's nothing. So the reason why we got a little bit jumpy was if I bring sterling yen into the play, slightly different technical setup. We've got the golden cross on the hourly chart about to happen, or potentially about to happen. It was weakening off. So it's slightly different. We're thinking a bearish move potentially, and pound dollar's been quite weak, and we're thinking, well, is sterling yen really going to fall off if dollar yen's going to move up, or is dollar yen going to go up if sterling yen's going to fall? Things like this. So all this was coming on our mind here. If I drop it down to that could easily start to turn and any stop loss above that 139.25 level. But this morning was all about 15-minute chart here. I can see what's happening with the 4-hour 20 and 4-hour 50, but 15-minute chart was throwing me this curveball. I mean, 5 o'clock, if I'd lived in Asia, trading on the beach, all over it, easiest 100 pips in the world up through here. However, technically set up 4-hour 20 just ahead. Is that going to weaken off, or is it going to break through? And we were thinking that sterling yen at the time, after falling 120 pips, not trading it, we thought, well, what's going to happen to our lovely little friend Cable? Well, there's Cable. Hourly chart. It's now potentially weakening off, and that's something we're going to be looking at. Trigger's about to go, as you can see. You'd be watching that closely. But 15-minute chart, this is a summary video. I'm not going to talk about what's going to happen in a second. That's going to be on the FX Monkey School videos. 15-minute chart. This is what happened. 60-minute 20 didn't hold, but it broke through. But we looked at sterling yen at the time and said to ourselves, right, it's not holding. So that's breaking, but are we going to go short? No. Why? Because sterling yen was still above the 60-minute 20. It was key. So again, even though we haven't traded, James at dollar CAD, those gold, all that, I can see in ZAC dollar yen. But the question was, is sterling, days like this, when I was trading when I was beginning, I would have made mistakes like that. And I'm really pleased actually how we read that sterling chart in the sense of we could have easily got that totally wrong Cable and gone in at 40, 70 level looking for the short, and then suddenly you find yourself 70 points out of court. I think, we worked that out logically about sterling yen looking bid, dollar yen finding support, blah, blah, blah. Good reason why we didn't go short of Cable. So that's why, even though it had broken through the 60-minute 20, 15-minute 50 was key and it bounced off that. Now it's double topping. Big question now is it going to start breaking through this 70 level? So. Sterling yen weakening, as you know here. Again, it's hard to read sterling this morning, the way it's going, because with sterling yen, yes, it's falling through, yes, it's trying to find support off the 4-hour 20, and it's above the 60-minute 20. It's still looking bid. Guess what? Let's look at dollar yen again. Dollar yen, after the breakout up to 98 level, is just putting back here. Dollar yen is the key. It's a catalyst at the moment. for the rest of the charts. It's finding resistance naturally around this 98. There is a big gap down towards that 4-hour 50 just below. There is a gap play which I've got to be concerned about, but until we break through 97, I'm not interested in that at all. But we went long at 60, overexposed ourselves, chopped out for I think +1 or +2, totally irrelevant on pips there. It was a nothing trade. Should have held it. Good to see some of the guys in the room absolutely making their 30 odd pips on that trade. So well done to you guys. Respect on that. Let's have a look at Euro Yen and Euro Dollar. Again, Dollar Yen looking good. So Euro Yen, let's go to Euro Yen first, I should say. Euro Yen was supported. Dollar Yen supported, Euro Yen was supported. Yes, great entry point at 5.45 this morning, but again, hard to jump in. A couple of guys got in here on the lows, stop loss this side, looking for that play. Great effort, great 80 pips on that. Again, I haven't taken it. I was just getting to grips with sterling more than anything. But overall, a great entry point, great trade. So if Euro Yen's bid, what's Euro Dollar going to do? Well, it's broken out of the first part of this fan. It's just retracing, looking for the support off this. But again, no trade in Euro Dollar. 15-minute chart. Again, it's above everything. It's just double topped, as you can see. But again, couldn't jump in at this morning. At sort of 7 o'clock. It's just up here. Couldn't touch it. So it's been a tough all morning on that aspect. I'm now waiting. I'm going to be patient. I will absolutely look for a trade, but if I can get to grips with sterling, if sterling breaks below that 60 level, I'm going to be looking at that. If sterling yen breaks below the 60-minute 20, I'll be looking at that. Can you see how you wouldn't have traded sterling Swiss, no matter how good sterling Swiss looked this morning? We said do not trade sterling. It was too messy. Even though sterling Swiss looked potentially like it could go, but WS1 was at this where? The 70 level. Dollar Swiss was above the 4-hour 50. Euro Swiss looking supported. You're not going to be going short of sterling Swiss at the time. Yeah? Dollar yen looking good. If sterling yen's going to be supported with dollar yen, pound dollar goes up, sterling Swiss, especially if dollar Swiss is supported, sterling Swiss is not going to start falling. Sterling strength this morning. I'm not saying it's going to continue, but I'm just saying that this morning's session was all about that strength, and dollar yen and sterling yen gave us the key to that. Okay, let's have a look at our dollar CAD. This was a trade of the day. Sterling, Euro, tough markets. This was the trade. Dollar CAD, 15-minute chart, break of the 60-minute 20 and daily pivot. Nice break. Entry about that 35.40 level. Where to? Down to the figure. Nice 30-40 pips. Controlled. Nice trade. Not a lot else going on with that. Helps with the fact that there's dollar weakness across the board and against sterling and Aussie dollar. Good trade. Let's have a look at gold. This is gold. Oh, I've loved trading gold recently. It has been a good one, but longer term. This was the trend reversal. Lower high, below the 60-minute 20, looking for that trade. That's the one James did, all the way down from that 929 down towards that 22. Great trade, great effort, total respect. Using the trigger, 84 CCI 21. Great effort. I still think, short term it's bearish. I think medium to long term it's still very much supported. Okay, so those were the two trades. To really, dollar yen, we shouldn't have chopped it. Should have made 20. Made some on that gold and made some on that dollar CAD. Aussie dollar, they put rates up 0.25%, I believe. Aussie just rallied through there. Can't touch it. Overbought market. Need to see a 1, 2, 3. Looking for the support off there. Can't touch it. Okay, guys. So the whole thing is, remember, we've got 10 sessions a week. 10 1.5-hour sessions a week. How many pips have we got to make? We've got to make 250 minimum. I class anything below 250 for myself as a, if I don't make 250, I class that as, I failed to get, I failed if I haven't 250. So it's 1,000 pips minimum a month we look for. You've got 10 sessions to make it, guys. We zone in for those 10 sessions. We're already 35% there for the week. That's my budget every week. Again, zone in on what you've got to make pip-wise. See, every week is a new week. You start afresh, you're alive for that week, yeah? So if you don't trade for one session like I haven't done yet, I just be patient and wait. When can I get in the game? Okay? Good. Right, I'm going to do some videos for the FX Video Club members. I have some videos to do. We've got another 10 videos that we're going to be doing over the next few days. So by the end of the week, they will be done. Okay, for all those FX Video Club members. If you are interested in that, we're up to they'll be up to about 40 educational videos on how we trade, how we make pips every day, teaching you and guiding you along on how to trade. Makes it very simple so you understand it. Okay? Take care, guys. Have a good day. Speak to you later.